What's going on, solid steppers? This is Miss Ward coming to you from Saturday morning, Florida. On my way to knock out a couple of jobs today. My first job is going to be a GE profile, the notorious fan issue. Taking care of that along with the gaskets. After that, I got to go check out a Samsung microwave. Not heating. We all know that usually on those magnetron, capacitor, and diode. Then after that, I got a Samsung refrigerator. Need to replace out a condenser fan motor board. After that, I have another Samsung not cooling. Actually, two of those. And that should do it. I think I might slide in a Kenmore dryer I have scheduled for tomorrow. Thank you. Per usual, we out here getting it, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's something else when you're trying to start a business and you're running a business. I've been out of pocket a little bit because we're doing some Airbnb related things and with themed Airbnbs, among adding some more subs to the business. So it's been crazy, but it comes with growth. You just got to have systems in place. You're out here trying to do this on your own, it's a no-win. So you have to learn how to develop systems, relationships, and subs. On top of all that, you got to learn how to manage your money and finances. I think that's the main thing that really damages business. It's a very good book called Profit First. I recommend everyone gets that book and listens to it over and over again. You know, some people do better by reading as far as comprehension, but that book, Mike does a phenomenal job of explaining his bank accounts, how he structures the business, and how, every customer is not your customer. Booking Yourself Solid is a great book about getting your customer base down, knowing who your customer is, and tweaking your business for that client so that you're profitable. There are certain things as an entrepreneur that For instance, there are certain things that have to be in order for you to be successful and to be good at business and whatever you do. Like with me, I have to have systems in place. I have to have rest. I have to have some sort of balance. And those things, whenever they get out of whack, then I am not the best I could be. So you have to prioritize what that is and what it looks like, And most people don't because they're not prepared for success at the level they should be. So, with that said, keep your mind and everything in order. I apologize, you guys. This guy's kind enough to let me get over. Trying to get on 95 with no incidents. The other thing is, whenever you're dealing with your customers, you want to make sure you're ahead of time. The reason I say that puts you in such a win-win position when it comes to pricing the repairs, pricing the job, and doing what you need to be successful. You want to have your parts in order. Like they were talking, I believe Zach, one of my co-hosts on Appliance Alliance, this guy drives a truck. He has his system down to the exact tools he needs, the parts, that way he can get in and out jobs and turn it and be as efficient as possible. And I think so many people overlook those minor parts of the business, but they may be minor, but they make the difference. Another one of my mentees and students is doing a great job. It's Gio. He is phenomenal. He is systems based. Now you talking about somebody systems based, he better at the system based than I am. And I give him props. I have no problem with it. There are a lot of times when I'm doing test A and test B on certain new systems, I go to Gio with it and I just let him do it. And then I take notes off of what he does because he's so driven He's a great guy that has multiple abilities in different areas. He's always there to help, but he's really serious about streamlining his business so he can be a great family man, a great husband, a great father, and a great business partner. This guy is a beast. I love it. And he is regimented when it comes to schedules. If I call him and say, can you help me out with this customer up there? This dude can look at his schedule, let me know in 2-3 minutes. That's precision. Now see, that is what I'm talking about. That's how you run a business. So I am so happy to have met him through my mentorship and coaching program. And that's the one thing I like about the coaching program that we offer, is that we develop lifelong relationships with a lot of our students, simply because we not only want to see you win, but we want to make the coaching better. I didn't get into business to coach and do any of this. It just came out of it because I'm a businesswoman. I mean, the reality is myself and so many others like us invested our time, lost money, still spending money, correcting issues and mistakes. And the reality is that if you want to cut that curve, then you need to book a consultation. And you have to put skin in the game. This is why we charge what we charge, because our time is not going to be wasted. Because not only will you get a consult, we're going to be on top of you. We're going to stay on top of your progress. I got meetings with students this week, new ones and ones that have already coached with us, and we follow up to make sure they stay on task. It gives an opportunity to tweak the brand. We have a great course coming out that's business-based. It's based on the business aspects of streamlining your business. They're technical. It's not where my area of expertise is. People ask me, and I can give them direction and point them in the right, place, what I use as far as support. But 99% of my stuff is I supply everything that my subs need. I have subs that need subscriptions to tech books, technical guides, and things of that nature, and I take care of that. I mean, it's all about a system. You want to give people what they need, not only to be successful today, but tomorrow. And I think that's so important. I think that what happens is we get lost in the shuffle. Like, I had to really take a break. I actually got some sleep for the first time in a long time last night. And it's interesting. It's just like my better half is like right now not feeling well, but because she has not only a full-time job where she travels, she also has a private practice. So at the end of the day, everybody out here getting it, and then on top of that, we do business things together and investments and things of that nature. So we are both running and gunning. So when you're running and gunning, you got to have systems in place, and you got to be surrounded and teamed up with people who have reciprocating relationships with you. Shout out to Taylor Gaines. Shout out to Wendy Boer. These are very good, very close friends of mine, but these are also people that are just as driven as I am in their own rights, and we are out here grinding, and they're blessed to be teamed up with people that's grinding too. So at the end of the day, you got to really decide, what do you want in your life and what do you want in your business. Business is just going to show you how jacked up your life is, just like relationships do. So if you don't have order in your life, you're not going to have order in the business. And it's not a negative thing. It's just that it's going to take you longer, and then you're going to hit your head enough, and then you're like, not only do I need to get organized, I need to get profitable, uber profitable really quick. Because cash flow is king, people. I don't know who told you, but if they didn't, I'm going to tell you, cash flow is king. That money should be turning. The money should not be sitting in the bank collecting dust. It should be growing. You got to make, like I have always said, my appliance repair business is a cash flowing entity, and I use it to infuse cash in my other businesses. So eventually, I don't have to work, and the key is that we all want to be able to do stuff we love and not be obligated to do it. And that's the reality. That makes you a better person, to be able to take those shackles off your mind, or whatever it is. But you have to make a decision, and there are choices that you have to make up front. Like I was talking to my better half, and it's like we want to buy, like I want to get 1 to 2 properties a year, and I'm looking like, really? Yeah, Miss Ward was like, really? But the point is that I got to step the hell up, so I guess that means we get 3 or 4. But they need to be cash flowing. They don't need to be headaches. That has to do with hiring the property managers, and we're doing the short-term rentals. We got to have the proper cleaning crew. Like, and it's got to be automated. You got to be able to put. Y'all don't understand. No matter what you do, you better have a system in place. That's all I'm saying. So this is why appliance repair is so great, because with appliance repair, it's not that you can set it and forget it. It keeps your mind sharp. Like today, I was studying the diagrams, the airflow, and the sequence of a Samsung, because I'm going to deal with some. And once you understand those Samsung refrigerators and understand how to read the codes, and then understand the difference in the models, like you look at the freezer sensor, not the defrost sensor, but the freezer sensor. On some of the earlier models, that freezer sensor goes up into the body. And if those wires are damaged to the point you can't get to them, that's an interesting dynamic. Do you know where the coil comes from that runs through the ice maker? Does it come from the refrigerator evaporator through to the ice maker? I mean, at the end of the day, you need to know these things. Do you understand how the 3-way valve changes and goes from home position and then feeds the individual compartments? This is all important when you're diagnosing. So when I tell you I'm always growing, my whole morning this morning was spent on reviewing Airbnb documents and my courses there, and doing my appliance repair, prepping for these jobs. I'm still pre-gaming because I'm nowhere near an expert on a technical piece, and that's why I'm so clear about what I do. If I'm going to run around and I'm going to diagnose these and then have people come behind me and do the work, my sons will, guess what? I better damn sure know what I'm talking about. So not only when I go to these jobs am I diagnosing, I'm diagnosing, ordering parts, I'm doing all that, boom, 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 because I have systems in place. At the end of the day, you can't move a certain way if you don't have systems in place. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a one-man show. But the worst thing, and some of the guys have already experienced that. I even had a brush with it when I sprained my ankle. You got to have systems in place where you're still making money. A lot of the guys are into crypto and stocks and things of that nature, and young ladies. But like I'm telling y'all, y'all better get the game. Don't let the game get you. Y'all take this money, split it in them 5 bank accounts, and have some of that money going to something that can make money while you're not out here turning wrenches. If I ain't never told you nothing else, I'm telling you that. Please run with that one. So with that said, y'all, I'm at the 13-hour mark because I done start running off on tangents like only I can do. But I want you to have a great Saturday, and I want you to get out here and get paid. But I also want you to get some rest, take care of yourself. Because let me tell you, you talk to people all kind of ways when your ass ain't got no rest. But when you're well rested, your true personality shines through, and you can present your best self. With that said, I'm signing off. Y'all be blessed and enjoy your weekend.